Come with me on a magical journey as I make some mushroom grain spawn. I will be using the boiling method this time, so go ahead and fill up your bins and let's get ready. All right, now let's go get that grain wet. You're gonna want a lot of water in here because this grain is gonna swell. So I actually used 2 different buckets for this process, so make sure you got enough for all that juicy swelling. Now that is what we're looking for. We're looking for some bubbles, baby. We want this stuff to look like a hot spring, just a beautiful jacuzzi. Yeah, so what's going to happen is all this water's just going to get soaked up into that grain, and that's what we're looking for. We want this to boil for 30 minutes. Make sure you stir it so it doesn't stick and it doesn't get nasty. All right, once our grains are done with that little jacuzzi bath for 30 minutes, we're going to go ahead and dump them somewhere so they can drain and dry. I used my sink. Make sure you've got a good strainer if you're going to be using that, or you can use a sweater box with some holes in it, whatever you do. But we're going to stir it around. We're going to let it cool off. All that heat is going to help it dry on the outside. So what we're looking for is the grains should be now full of water on the inside, but we want it dry on the outside. So just start mixing it around. Now, you'll see what I'm doing is I've got a paper towel. You can also use toilet paper or whatever you want, but I'm putting it inside the grain, and I'm seeing if the grain is dry enough on the outside. It looks like it is. There's not a lot of wet stuff on that paper towel, so we are ready for the next step. All right, so I'm making 5-pound grain spawn bags. So do you know what that means? I'm putting 5 pounds in there. So just scoop it in, measure it, 5 pounds, and then I start to seal it up. And you can see I have got a whole bunch of bags that I've already done. And basically I am just taking them, sealing them closed, taking a piece of tape, and just making sure that they're attached into great little bricks. All right, now it's time to pressure cook. So I'm using these jar lids just to raise the bags a little bit more because I put in extra water. The reason being is because it's cooking for so long. So put your bags in. I also use tops just to put between the edge and the bag just to keep it from melting. And there's some syringes that I'm also going to pressure cook and sterilize. So do the same thing on the top and make sure you cover the top so your bags don't accidentally clog any of your safety features of your pressure cooker. Now pressure cook for 2 hours and 45 minutes at 15 psi. All right, I hope you enjoyed. Enjoy.